Alright, so you guys are looking to use your sweet blue Mew for the Great League Remix. Well, guess what? Prepare your TMs, because it's gonna cost you a lot of Stardust. Please do not report me for that saying or anything like that. That was not my intention. I just really want you to prepare I want you to prepare mentally for the fact you're about to use a bajillion TMs to power up your Mew. Well, you're gonna cost 100k dust and a bajillion TMs to get the Moveset you want. Anyways, here is Mew for the Great League Remix. As you see here, Mew is really interesting. In Great League, Mew actually has a pretty balanced stat pool, depending on what your IVs are for your Mew. Remember, Mew is mythical, and there's only two ways to get... Well, actually, there's only one way to get it. From research. So, till further notice, Mew is going to be a pain in the booty, because as you see here, it has literally 44 pages of movesets. That's how many moves Mew has. And... that's what makes it so good, is because Mew essentially keeps you guessing. You can nuke, you can surf, you can nuke, you can bait your way to victory. But as you see here, Mew also has very few weaknesses. So not few, I would say, but as you see here, does pretty good against the fighting and psychic archetype that is very popular in the Great League Remix. Yes, you are weak to Ghost, yes, you are weak to Dark, and yes, you are weak to Bug types. Bug not so much, but you can see Dark and Ghost types, so just keep that in mind. Mew can be hit really hard by, well, Umbreon isn't allowed in the Great League Remix, but Scrafty's still out there. Also, Ghost types like Jellicent and Driplim can give you a hard time with Mew, so just keep that in mind. But Mew is an absolute beast. This thing's cute and cuddly, and if you are looking and watching this video, it's because you want to use your Mew for the Great League Remix. Alright, so as you see here, Mew ranks at number 40, but what makes Mew so good is because of your ability to have such a versatile Moveset. As you see here, Mew is an absolute destroyer, making it one of the best save switches in the Great League Remix. Wild Charge and Surf is a really good combination for several reasons. It gives you a chance against Bastiodon. You also can pretty much, as you see here in the one shield, you can pretty much destroy Registeel. So Mew has a distinction of being one of the only psychic types besides Deoxys defense can take out Registeel and Bastiodon. But it's really special, and it's really good for the fact that it has such a wide, it keeps you guessing. Wild Charge and Surf is the standard Mew set, usually for Mew, unless it's Flame Charge, Grass Knot for specific other leagues. However, for Mew, Wild Charge and Surf does wonders because Wild Charge allows you to take out the water types, which are Politoed and Pelipper, which mainly for Weather Ball, and Surf allows you to chunk away at Bastiodon. You can also use Focus Blast and other things. You can also use Focus Blast, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, as you see, Mew is best used as the switch. Pretty good in other positions, but definitely best used in the switch or the lead. And in Mew ranks at number 43, beating things like Politoed. Yes, you can beat Politoed in the 2-shield with Mew just because it has Wild Charge, so... But it's a very baity game, so just be very mindful of that. And you also beat the fighters as well. The reason why you beat the fighters is because, of course, you're a psychic type, but at the same time, Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw generates energy quickly, takes your opponent's shields, and it can chunk over time. Especially if you use Flame Charge. Flame Charge Shadow Claw damage is pretty nuts. But as you see, Mew is very distinct, very powerful with Shadow Claw. Now, the one thing about Mew is you have to be careful of, like I mentioned, the Dark Archetype. The Dark Archetype will destroy you. Also, things like Bastion. Even though you have Surf to cover Bastion, here's the problem. Bastion can still 2-shield its way to victory, so just keep that in mind. Altaria also gives you a hard time, yes, because even though Wild Charge does neutral damage, it's such a big tank that because you don't get stabbed with Mew, and Mew isn't like a glass cannon from hell, it's going to take a lot before you can take out the Flying Cloudbird. Mew's best position is definitely in the switch. As you see here, it is actually the number 4 safe switch in the game. Being able to take out Altaria, that's what makes it nuts. The Moveset allows it to take out, like, basically top meta. It actually takes out probably, in my opinion, one of the top meta teams in Altaria, Deoxys defense, and Registeel. It's really good. So, again, make sure you be careful of Bastion. Also be careful of Charmers, because Charmers can 2-shield their way through Mew, especially Wigglytuff, because your Shadow Claws are resisted. Now, if you go to the closer, as you see here, Mew ranks at number 79. Mew is big. Mew pretty much destroys, as you see here, with Wild Charge and Surf. It can destroy the flowers. It can also take out a ton of things with Surf. So, As long as you keep Mew away from those dark types, as well as those ghost types, you'll do pretty well with Mew in the Great League Remix. So it's a perfect time for you to use that new shiny Mew you wanted to use, that you couldn't use a long time ago for Great League, because guess what? It took hella long for you to get your Mew, because that quest was really unreasonable from the Kanto event. No, seriously, like, why does it take this long for you to get a Mew? When I went to GoFest, it took me a good 8 hours. It took you more than 30 days for the special Kanto event, special research, though. It took more than 30 days. Definitely more than 30 days. Alright, as I always say, please consider donating ppoke.com. Alright, so here are the 3 Mew sets I think that are going to be good for Mew. As you see here, you have Shadow Claw Wild Charge Surf. You also have Shadow Claw Wild Charge Flame Charge. And then I have Shadow Claw Wild Charge Focus Blast. And you probably know what the Focus Blast is for. I've used it before, but Mew will nuke an entire Bastion to oblivion if you hit it with a Focus Blast. That's basically why. What makes Mew so powerful is with Focus Blast, you essentially have coverage against Radiant Steel, and you can also have coverage against Bastiodon. So, completely eliminates that Steel typing that would otherwise really dominate Mew. There is another option though. You can run Wild Charge, Flame Charge. Wild Charge to cover the water types, and Flame Charge to take out the grass types, take out Obama Stone one shot. At most ranges, Mew's Flame Charge will KO Obama Snow, and with Flame Charge, you also take out, like, Steel types. The problem is it does neutral damage against Bastiodon. That's the only bad thing about Flame Charge. So Flame Charge, you do need to rev up a couple of Flame Charges to take out a Bastiodon. We have the 2 shield right here. I'm going to hit battle. Now, as you see here, what Mew set you use matters. So if you have Wild Charge Surf, you can take out Altaria in the 2 shield. This is bait dependent though. You need to double bait with Surf. If you can't do that, then you die. So this is such a dangerous matchup. Just assume you lose against Altaria in a 2 shield. However, Mew with Wild Charge and Surf can take out Bastiodon. However, the Focus Blast one does not in the 2 shield. As long as Bastion does shoot, like as you see here, you can go straight Surf against Bastion and take it out with Surf. So Surf, that's why Surf is a viable option. You have coverage against Bastiodon. The Wild Charge Surf version can also take out Altaria. As you see here, you have the double bait, but as you see here, you can just go straight Surf against a Cresselia. So, well, actually, you don't have to double bait at all. Just go straight Surf against Cresselia. That's what makes Surf Mew so interesting in the Great League Remix. There's a lot of things it can do, like against Cresselia and Bastiodon. Going straight Surf is good enough reason for it to just have Wild Charge and for Surf. As you see here, with Surf, you can even take out Ferrothorn. With the Flame Charge one, you can take out Ferrothorn as well. As you see here against Driplim, you kind of have to Wild Charge it to death. If you don't, you die. So you do have a chance to get Driplim, but Driplim has to eat the Wild Charge. Against most other things in a 2 shield, if it's a counter user, you'll beat it. You beat Jellicent by the sheer virtue that you have Wild Charge. However, again, you have to hit Wild Charge. If you fail to hit Wild Charge, you will die against Jellicent. So keep that in mind. Wild Charge just gives you that chance in the 2 shield against many things. However, if you have to Wild Charge it, be very careful. But as you see here, Wild Charge is the good reason why you beat so many things. Against Mew, you will beat Mew, but it's going to be CMP dependent. So it's going to be dependent on whatever moveset they have and whether or not you win CMP or not. It's going to be a toss-up because most Mews are bad IV ones just because they're all from research. So for those of you that don't know, Mew's minimum for research, it is 10-10-10. So good luck with that, basically. Just pray that you win CMP if you get the Mew in the mirror. As you see here, you will lose against Ghost types. You also will lose against Obstagoon just because it will double resist, actually triple resist your Shadow Claw and those Night Slash's chunk. So anything that's Ghost, Dark, or Bug will KO Mew and have a very strong matchup against Mew. So keep that in mind. Also, big tanks like Tropius as well as Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is, it is bulky. So things like Tropius will take out Mew just because of the bulk. And things that out-pressure you like Wishcash. So, even though Mew is versatile and is very powerful, in the 2 shield, it is just be mindful of what you beat and you don't beat. But again, with such a wide coverage of range with Surf, especially with your matchups with Bastiodon, if they throw their Bastion into you and they don't know you have Surf, guess what? You win that in the 2 shield. So, it just really depends. In the 1 shield, as you see here, things get really interesting. So in the 1 shield, you can take out Obama Snow. In the 1 shield, you can nuke a Bastiodon. So Focus Blast does give you that nuke potential against Bastiodon, like I said, in the 1 shield. You need 2 shields to take out Bastiodon with Mew. If you don't have 2 shields, or if it has a lot of energy lead, it's probably going to take you down. As you see, Flame Charge Mew does have options to take out the Grass archetype. However, you need Wild Charge to be able to take out Dugong. Or you need to be able to Focus Blast 2 shields to take out Dugong. Either one. But as you see here, Wild Charge and Surf, very, very good reason. Like, with Surf, you take out Frostless. There's a lot of justification. With Surf, you take out things like Machamp. And with Surf, you could take out things like Melmetal and other Mews if you win CMP, basically. So Surf is a fantastic bait move, but it has great coverage as well. Now, here's the thing. In the one shield, this is where you can take out Registeel. If you can land a Focus Blast on Registeel, you can KO it. Or, actually, you just double wall charge. Well, if you, like, well, here's the thing. Well, I'll show you the zeros. But as you see here, you generally beat the same things you beat. You generally lose against the same things you lose against as well. You can beat Tropy. In the one shield, what makes it interesting with Mew is you can beat Air Slash Tropy. So you don't beat the Razor Leaf one, but you can beat Air Slash one. Also, you kill Shadow Victory above the one, which is always important. But generally, what you lose to in the two shield, you will lose in the one shield as well. As you see, there is merit to running Flame Charge because you take out you kick out the Grass archetype. But Surf is just so valuable just because it costs less energy, and you could bait with it. So really up to you. In the zeros, this is where Mew shines as far as Focus Blast goes. As you see here, Bastion will get yeeted by Focus Blast. Flame Charge will take out Abomasnow, and you can take out Abomasnow with Focus Blast as well. So with Flame Charge and Focus Blast, we'll take out the Snowman. Unfortunately, because Mew is rocking Surf and Wild Charge, it will resist both of your moves. So Abomasnow does resist that Moveset if you do use it against Abomasnow. So that's what kind of sucks. That's why there's merit to running Flame Charge and merit to running Focus Blast. As you see here, Flame Charge is also able to take out Scavalier and Ferrothorn. So there's a lot of reasons for you to run Flame Charge too. However, with Surf, you can take out Haunter. And with Surf, you can take out Haunter, there's a lot of things you can take out with this moveset. You take out Regirock, and with Focus Blast, as you see here, a Mew with Focus Blast will KO Registeel. As you see here, Focus Blast does a ton of damage. That plus some Shadow Claw damage will KO Registeel. So it's a very, very powerful. Also, here's another thing. In the closer with Focus Blast, you could take out Scrafty, because you can get to a Focus Blast. One Focus Blast will kill Scrafty. However, 6 turns of difference can make the matchup. Also, if this Scrafty has a little bit of an energy advantage, if it has Foul Play energy before you get the Focus Blast, you will lose. So, double Foul Play will KO Mew. Just keep that in mind. In the 1-0s, obviously Mew's a destroyer. They'll beat most of everything in the zeros, except for normal typings. That's where it gets risky because, as you see here, with normal typings or whatever's thick like Meganium, or, well, Meganium only beats you because you're rocking Wild Charge Surf, so it resists both moves from the top Mew set. But as you see here, it does very good. Obviously, in the 2-0s, anything is just extremely powerful. Mew is no exception. Mew will beat the entire meta in the 2-0s with whatever Mew set you are using if it has 2 shields. In the 2-1s, it's a different story. So this is where things kind of depend on like whichever one you have. With shield advantage, you still do very, very well. However, #, as you see here with Surf, you can take out XL Diggersby. And with Focus Blast, you can take out Munchkin Obstagoon. So it really just depends what Mew set you have. As you see, Flame Charge can take out Shiftry. Surf can take out Victory Bell. Vigoroth, Witchcast. Well, yeah, you can take out Witchcast if you have the 2-1 shield advantage. So 2-1s does matter. But as you see here, there is flexibility with Mew with Focus Blast and with Mirror. You want Wild Charge though, just for the fact that you do most of everything. If it's not Bastiodon, Wild Charge will do big damage against a lot of things, and you can use it to bait in the Great League Remix. Not too many bulk or break points. Again, it is so iffy with Mew. You aren't going to have much of a choice. You're pretty much stuck with what you have. If you have a crappy Mew, you're stuck with a crappy Mew. If you have a good IV Mew, guess what? You are one of those lucky human beings. And if you have a 10-15 50 Mew, I am super jealous of you, and I hate you very much. I'm just kidding. I don't hate you, but if you have a 10-15 50 Mew, I am mad jelly. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's it. Mew is very, very powerful. I wanted to showcase Mew for this Great League Remix Cup, though. I wanted to make it in one of the videos because you do have options. If you like Mew, Mew is a fantastic save switch. It's also a fantastic lead. But what makes it really special is, of course, it's diverse, extremely diverse moveset. Will keep your opponent guessing, and like I said, it does have great coverage moves to take out its weaknesses. Focus Blast and Flame Charge are out there. You can even have more options. You can use Low Sweep if you really want to disrespect Bastion, but that's what Surf's for. So Surf Wild Charge is a powerful move. However, like I said, there is flexibility. If you want to use one that's spicy, like Flame Charge or Focus Blast, it's totally up to you. And there's merit to each move for Mew. But what makes Mew really special is there's a lot of things you can do with it in the Great League Remix. If you didn't go to GoFest, if you didn't do the Mew research, or if you didn't do the Kanto event, the only way you get it is from research. So Hopefully you do have it. If you only have it from the Kanto event, it takes well over a month to get your review. Hopefully you have it now, and if you do, it will serve you on the Great League Remix, especially as a safe switch if you want to use it for this meta. If you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe. Again, your Mew's really useful. If you do have it, you want to experiment it, now's your chance. Good luck on your Go Battle League sets, and I will see you guys on the next video.